Not of the 5, just because I feel like they're all my children. It's like choosing among your children. But I do have a favorite character, which is actually inspired by my father.
Oh.
Yeah, he passed away. My father's name is Samuel. And we actually have, I don't think this is entirely Filipino, but there's a biblical character called Samuel Bilibid.
Okay.
And the story is that he taunted, for the Christians out there, you would know this. For the non-Christians out there, then you would probably know who Jesus Christ is. So and there's a part in the Bible, in the story, where he carried the cross and then he was crucified. And apparently when he was carrying the cross, there was a guy who was taunting him and teasing him, and his name was Samuel.
Oh.
So when Jesus Christ died, he was cursed to live forever and walk the earth until the second coming.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so he was, to this day, this is the original iteration of the mythological character, biblical character. So there are talks that he's still around, that he's just walking around and waiting for the second coming. Now I sort of changed that. Samuel in this character is a farmer who lived in the old times.
Yeah.
Like during the time when Lucifer was thrown on Earth. Yeah. So
way.
Yeah, way before. And when he was wreaking havoc in the world, Samuel was actually the one who stood up to it, because his family and his community were being damaged, and so he fought him. He sort of dared him in a duel. So they fought for 7 days, or sorry, for 7 months, and then after that they both disappeared in the forest.
Cool.
And after 7 years, Samuel walked out of the forest and reappeared, and Lucifer was nowhere to be found. But Samuel wasn't talking anymore, he was deaf.
Oh.
Either he was deaf or he just decided not to talk ever. So no one knew what happened to the battle where Lucifer was.
If he was gone.
If he was gone.
Yeah.
There were talks that Lucifer and Samuel became one person.
Dun, dun, dun.
There were talks that they reached a truce. Like, I'll give you a certain number of years.
Yeah.
And then
or
after
his ability to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So until he was 77, he continued farming, and his community was quiet but it was peaceful. And then on his 77th year, he went into the forest again and never appeared.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh, so
he'll appear in this.
He'll appear in this.
Yes. Yeah.
Shrouded in mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the comic book is actually going to be released, and the first scene, it's not going to be a secret, but the first scene is Lucifer.
Ah.
So you'll know where the connection of Samuel is going to be.
Got it. Okay.